Hey, aloha everybody. Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. Another beautiful sunset on tap here in the beautiful island of Maui. Check it out. Gorgeous, huh? We could just stop right there and the whole video would be worth it. But no, we're gonna have more fun than that. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything you need to know about Hawaii and its real estate. You just can't find the listing. I'm a licensed real estate agent here on the beautiful island of Maui. Been here for almost 10 years, and my journey actually started right here in this spot. I used to live right there at the Kuleana and right here at Polynesian Shores. Two wonderful oceanfront condos here on the west side of Maui. And the title of this video is Hawaii Travel Restrictions Lifted. So we are on the eve, the last day of what has been a 6-month and change shutdown, lockdown of our economy. Travelers have not been able to come here, inter-island quarantine. It's been nuts. And so the purpose of this video is, number one, to let you know that I'm gonna put a link in this description of this video to check out for you, that you can see the latest information from the Hawaii Board of Tourism, so that you know where to go to get your test, you know, how do I do a mail-in where they take a little video of you doing your test and all the details. So I don't announce too much in person because they always change, and I want to make sure you get the latest information. So that will be in the description of this video. Number two is I'm encouraging people to come to Hawaii. I don't know about you guys, have you ever run a business before? Let's just say the thing shut down, right? Just something happened, catastrophic. And then you opened up again, but you only got like 10-20% of your customers back. Could you stay in business? No, you couldn't. You'd be like, well, this ain't working out. And that's what I'm concerned about here in Hawaii. I'm encouraging people to please come back. Come back. If you love Hawaii, thumbs up. If you love Maui, like 2 thumbs ups. This is a national treasure. This place is American soil, and it deserves your support. It does. Because you love this place as much as I do. I know you do. If you come here on vacation, or if you're gonna maybe buy a home here, or maybe you're already own a home here, you love this place. I know you do. Whether it's Maui, Oahu, Kauai, Big Island, Molokai, Lanai, you love it. And if you love it, I'm encouraging you to do something about it, because we need help. Maybe the media, maybe the press is kind of playing it, you know, low key, but this is not low key. This is an economic meltdown, and the only way we get out of it is to get back in business, period. Government cannot sustain what human beings do in the marketplace. Can't be done. The only way this happens is if you come back to Hawaii and start enjoying yourself again, and all these wonderful people here have a job, the restaurants have enough business to stay open. You know, the Maui food line is very important. I've been sharing that video for about 2 weeks. If you haven't seen it, please Google it up. Watch the video, please share it, please. After all these please from me, you know, I only have 50,000 views on it. I was hoping to have like 3 million. And the President Trump would be like, let's get some help down to Maui. Only 50,000 views. It's like, really? I mean, there's like YouTubers that put up a video of like a snail and they get like 3 million views. I mean, I'm a little disappointed, I'll be honest with you. But my point is, thank you for sharing. Thank you for giving to the Maui Food Bank. If you have, or if you haven't, please do so. But my point is, that's not gonna help us, right? That's a little tiny Band-Aid. We're hemorrhaging, right? So that's a little teeny Band-Aid. We're hemorrhaging from our jugular here. And so the only way that that bleeding stops is for you to come to Maui. And I'm talking to you right there. Come here. Make your travel plans. Don't be afraid. There's no more time to be afraid. Matter of fact, I was just watching the news and they're talking about how countries that didn't lock down are doing better than countries that did. It's like, really? Come on. Really? Like, we just shut down for all that time? And I'm not going to be political, right? I live here. I don't have to be political. I'm politically agnostic, right? I just love Maui and love selling real estate. So, but my point is, it's like if there was an accident on the highway and there was people like laying in the street like dying, you'd pull over and help them. I know you would. Or you'd call 911. You would do something. Well, to me, that's the state of the economy in Hawaii. We're bleeding on the side of the highway, and the only way we recover from this is for tourism to return and for it to return en masse. And so that's part of the reason I'm making these videos, is to encourage you, because you know what? This is, I'm sorry, the best place in the world to go on vacation. It just is. I'm sorry, it is. Nothing holds a candle to Hawaii. Nothing. And the beauty is, you're on American soil. The beauty is, it's Hawaii. I mean, come on. I'm not talking about like, you know, Port of Vallarta or something. This is America. It is. So please. So what we're gonna do on the live tonight, we're gonna go on a little adventure like we always do. And I'm gonna show you some stuff that you maybe haven't seen yet here on Maui that will help you, whether you're coming here on vacation or if you're thinking about buying something to have for yourself, like a vacation condo or something like that. Because I'm gonna show you a little stretch of land here that you may not be familiar with. And there's a lot of little secret nooks and crannies and just amazing little spots that you probably don't know about. And the purpose of this video is to share that with you and give me a chance to show you around. So it's gonna be fun. Thanks for coming along for the ride. This will be the last time you see the ocean for a little bit, because the reason why this stretch of condos is so cool is because you can't get to the ocean unless you stay at one of those condos or own one of those condos. So what does that mean? That means you have your own little piece of paradise all to yourself, you and your fellow condo people, right? Because we can't just get in there, the public, me, us surfers, right? We want to get to that break, good luck. They've done a great job over here, Honokoa, keeping the surfers out. There's a couple of public access spots that are supposed to be open, but they're not, but that's okay. We're not going to go there. We're just going to show you, if you book one of those places, I believe you'll have an extraordinary experience. So let's check it out. Okay, so this is Polynesian Shores, as I mentioned. Oh, and the sprinklers just came on. Wow, how cool is that? Thumbs up if you've stayed here or own here or love this place. I lived in the unit just around the corner there for a few months. By the way, if you ever decide to move to Maui, you'll have that wonderful transition period in between, you know, your long-term home and living in a short-term property, which can get a little pricey, as you can imagine. I left my trusty one wheel up here. Hopefully it's still there. Believe it or not, it was stolen one time. My kids let their friend ride it in a McDonald's parking lot, and we got in and we left, and we got home, and I'm like, hey, where's that one wheel at? And the kid that rode it didn't put it back in the truck, and it got stolen. And it took 2 months. I didn't give up. I posted like wanted signs everywhere, and we finally got it back. Can you believe that? Because these little buggers are expensive. That's $2,200 right here. But they are more fun than you can imagine. But they are a little dangerous, so always be careful. So here we go. They're so fun.
What's it called?
It's called a one wheel.
A one wheel?
One wheel.
Could I do it?
Oh, sure. So easy. It's like land surfing.
How much does it cost?
Like 2,400, 2,200. 24 with shipping. I know. Oh, much easier than a skateboard. Much safer too. One more question. Okay, so here we are. This is Kuleana. This is actually the very first property I lived at when I moved here. This is the one that destroyed me, basically, because it's in such an amazing spot. Tons of private little places to hang out on the beach. And thumbs up if you love Kuleana. This is a fantastic property. Matter of fact, one of the things I encourage you to do as you watch this video, please make notes, if you don't mind, of some of these names. And then later on, go into your Google Maps and pull it up on a satellite view. And that'll give you a good feel for what's going on, because you cannot tell from the road. But there's a big chunk of land right here and 2 sandy beaches. So by the way, we left Polynesian Shores, just to give you a quick idea, the one that we just left a moment ago. That one is these are all fee simple with the exception of 2 properties I'm going to show you. But the Polynesian Shores, I believe, has got 52 units, all between 1 and 3 bedroom. And the square footage is there, like, you know, 5 and change up to almost 900. This one here, Kuleana, has got 118 units, so it's a much larger property. Also 1 and 2 bedrooms, but mainly 1 bedrooms, and they range from like almost 500 square feet up to like 1,200, but they're mainly 1 bedrooms. It is a fantastic location, because what I love about this, and this is if you don't get anything else out of this video, please get this. This is a lot of oceanfront action right here. This is Hoyochi Nico. I always love that name. It's like, yeah, man. The guy's like, what do you want to call your building? Just name it after me. That one is also a fee simple. It's got 18 units, also 1 and 2 bedrooms. Those range from about 500 square feet, like 480 up to 800. Now this is a leasehold property right here. This is Hale Mahina. This is a leasehold property right here. I know this is a fan favorite. A lot of people will come back to this one. This one has got a very good property manager. If you've stayed here, you know. He watches the place like a hawk. You cannot sneak into that hot tub no matter how hard you try. But there we go, Hale Mahina Beach Resort, thumbs up. Oh yeah, the point of this video, the one thing I really want to get through to you is if you're in the market for a condo, the reason why I kind of like West Maui a little bit better than South Kihei is because of this stretch of condos. Finding something on the ocean in Kihei is possible, but there's not a lot of it, and so therefore it's quite expensive to be right on the beach, right on a sandy beach. It's big bucks. Whereas West Maui has got this little, you know, this, and of course Kahana, which is north of here. But that beach is kind of eroding a little bit. You know, there are some good spots, good pockets. But this, you'd be surprised how many of these condos have like a nice little private beach just sitting back there. We're not talking about like Kanapali size, but nice little private chunks of sand. Right here we have Hale Honoloa. Thumbs up if you've stayed here. This one I believe is also a leasehold as well. So there's 2 leaseholds in a row right there. And I believe this one has got like 67 units, all 1 and 2 bedrooms between 550 square feet and like 900 square feet. But everything else I'm going to show you and drive by is all going to be fee simple opportunities. And there's one holdout timeshare, which is right here. The Honokoa. Thumbs up if you stay there. I've got some friends that own here and they come here, been coming here for 400 years. That one's timeshare right there. Like I was saying, pull it up on Google Earth or Google Maps, look at the satellite image, and you can kind of get a sense for if there's a little private beach back there or not. This is Keli Aloha. Thumbs up if you love that one. And please shout out any of these properties that you've stayed in, that you've had experience with, what you liked, what you didn't like. Keli Aloha here is also a fee simple, 67 units. They all range, I think they're all 1 bedrooms, I'm pretty sure, between 434 and like 600 square feet right there. Next door is Connie Sands. Ironically, I think Connie Sands Beach is gone. Oops. But anyway, this is also a fee simple, 30 units all here with 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. Connie Sands. And as I've mentioned before in videos in the past, I love the comments. If you participate and leave feedback, I just think it's so helpful when people are watching these videos in the future and they're thinking about staying at one of these properties. If you tell us what you think about it, because that'll help make their decision. Kuleana. Kuleana is also a fee simple, 42 units in this building, all between like 560 square feet, and there's some larger ones, almost 1,300 square feet. Now I know some people don't like those shake roofs, but guess what? They are so good for displacing heat from the sun. They do a great job at that. Across the street is Leinani. So there are some non-oceanfront condos across the street that you can also jump into. Pay a lot less, and some of them are long-term. Of course, there's 2 kinds of condos on Maui. There's long-term and short-term. The long-term ones you cannot lease for less than 6 months, and the short-term you can rent the short-terms for long-term, but the short-terms are the ones that you can rent out on vacation. Here's Nohonani. It's also a fee simple. 28 units. They range from like 600 square feet up to like 1,100. Thumbs up if you've stayed there. I believe these are some apartments here. I'm not too familiar with those. I believe that's Hale Maui, but I think they're apartments. Hit me in the comments if you know. Here's the Pikaki. Fee simple, small complex. I believe there's only 12 units here, between 500 and 800 square feet. Across the street is the Breakers, very popular place to own long term. And then right here we have Halekai. This I think was the very first one that was built here. Halekai, fee simple, 40 units, all 1 and 2 bedrooms between 600 and 988 square feet. And then you'll notice we're almost all the way down to Honokoa Park. Here's the West Maui Trades. You see that one for sale a lot. Super low dollar fee leaseholds. And here we are at the park. So one thing I love about Halekai is that you are right up against this beach park. It's a beautiful view, you get to watch. And of course that is a sandy beach right up there and very good swimming. But that whole section I just went down, you literally cannot get to the ocean. There's not a single public access point until right now. So between S turns, Pahaku Park, and this park, Honokoa, there is nowhere to access the ocean. So that's how you sort of end up with a semi-private oceanfront, beachfront experience, because even though they are public beaches, they're small, but you can't get to them because they haven't given anyone access. And a lot of them just have big strips of grass and seawalls, and but it's very, once you get in there, you're sort of tucked all into it by yourself. We just passed Badass Coffee. Of course, I was kind of focused on the ocean there. But shout out to Badass Coffee and Boss Frogs. I'm gonna sneak my way past these cars and get off the road here. And of course, over here on the right is Paki Maui. Thumbs up if you stayed here. I covered this in a live a few weeks ago. It's a fantastic property as well. And one thing I love about this whole area is that you do have access to these little shopping centers. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to show this one off last time on my live, and I totally forgot. I just blew right past it because there's some businesses in here I wanted to shout out. Of course, I got to be careful crossing the street here. Okay, here we go. And certainly, if you've used any of these businesses, had an experience with them, please shout out. Amore Mio, Trattoria, Chiropractic, Healing Hands, Honokoa, Sensation Spa. This is a great fishing store if you love to fish. Any anglers out there, you want to learn how to throw some good stuff and catch fish, there's a very good tackle shop right there. And of course the fish market. Thumbs up to the fish market. Yeah. Across the street here is Maui Sands. Probably get at least 3 calls a day on Maui Sands because there's like a 2-bedroom condo, $100,000. Yeah, it's leasehold, and it's a couple thousand or $2,500 a month between the leasehold fee and the HOA dues, but it still pencils out. Don't get me wrong, because your acquisition cost is so low, it still pencils out. You still get a good ROI on it. It's just a lot of people don't want 100% leasehold property. And then this is another entrance to Papakea, by the way, because it kind of wraps around Honokoa Villa. And we're going to get up to the sunset here, maybe. Thumbs up if you love Papakea. It's a fantastic resort. You notice I love the word fantastic. I just think everything's fantastic. There's actually a little bit of traffic today. Wow, kind of weird. Bringing me back to the old days. ABC stores over here. I'm glad to see they're still open. And what I'm going to show you is the next beach access spot down here. There's actually 2 of them. I'm probably just going to show you one. But to know where to go to get into a beach is pretty good information. And so having access to these businesses, to these restaurants, when you're staying in this area is really nice. Most of it's within walking distance. Here's the Honokoa mixed plate. They serve breakfast. Looks like they are open. And over here we got the moped guys. How's it?
What's up, man?
You guys opening up?
I don't know, man. I want that one wheel though.
That's funny. Could have got some business there, but he's focused on the one wheel. I understand it though. Hope he opens up. There's the main entrance to Papakea right there. And of course next door is Maui Shores, one of my all-time favorite places to stay. My family owns a condo there, and just to kind of show you the strength, we did not have a single cancellation. So we were booked solid through March. The only people that have canceled are the ones that had to cancel because of COVID, but literally not a single cancellation. So I want to show you this public access beach point right here. This is the turn off to Maui Kai and Mahana, also known as Maui Shores Place, which is kind of confusing. If you're ever looking for a Mahana unit or a Maui Kai unit, the address is Maui Shores, but it's not Maui Shores. But some people get a little bit confused with that. And of course, next to it, we got the big pink hotel. Used to be an Embassy Suites. Now it's the Kaanapali Beach Club. It is a timeshare property. But check this out. I bet you didn't know about this spot. See, now they're saying no entry, which is interesting. They do have it blocked. But there is a public restroom right here. And there is, I'm pretty sure they're public parking spots. I always assumed they were, but we'll see what they say. I could be wrong, but I know it's a public restroom for sure. Yeah, these are all, this is all beach parking right here. I'm 90% sure. But we'll get out to the beach here, and I'll show you what, a lot of people want to know, what does the beach look like at Maui Shores. It is one of those that kind of comes and goes a little bit. But here we are. Quite a bit of beach right here. And this is on the south end of Maui Shores. Of course, right there you're looking at the Mahana. Maui Kai, excuse me. Next to Maui Kai is the Mahana. Thumbs up if you love that resort. I call them the boat because literally in the surf's up you can get splashed on your lanai. That's how close they are. They'll never pull that off again, because the setback rules have changed. They're back further now. But how pretty is that, huh? Should we go down to the water real quick, check it out, get your Maui fix? Oh, got some steps there I had to go down. Here's a shot of the full beach all the way down in front of Maui Shores. Papakea, no sandy beach. Maui Shores does have it, but there is a bridge or a way to cross over from Papakea to this beach, so that's kind of cool. And then you can see that whole coastline that we just basically rode down. That's, you probably can't see with the camera, but I'm kind of pointing directly at Kuleana right there. So that's the distance that we just traveled. So the big question, of course, every night is what's the sunset gonna do? Is it just gonna set and go dark? Or is it gonna blow up? Island of Molokai, you right there. Is this okay, guys? Is this enough Maui Zen? I'm having a good time. I mean, this is great. This is what I wait for all day right here. Well, it's a beautiful sunset, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's gonna like blow up tonight. I really don't. I hope it does. It's gonna blow up when you guys get here. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna blow up and get crazy when you come here, right? So this is just a little teeny preview, but when you come, I'm telling you, pictures and memories. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos the last couple of weeks. It's been awesome. I've had a blast. I really have. It's been cool. I've met so many new people and it's nuts. So didn't expect my channel to kind of blow up, but it did, and I'm thankful. I've been doing this for 3 years though, so it's not like I just started last week. So if you ever want to know what to do on Maui, just Google up Maui things to do and you'll see. If you want to see what people won't tell you about when you move to Hawaii, Google up moving to Hawaii. You'll see I have a #1 video for the 10 things that nobody will tell you what it's like when you move here. So, but I'm thankful because this has been different. This hasn't just been business as usual. This has been trying to shine a light on this island and help people that need some food donations and hopefully help do my little teeny part to help restart this economy, encourage you guys to come here. And of course, if you're in the market for real estate, whether you're looking to buy or sell, condo, home, land, I'd love to be your guy on Maui. And if you're looking anywhere else in Hawaii, I don't know why you would, right? But if you want to live somewhere besides Maui, I know some awesome agents on Kauai, Oahu, Big Island. I'd love to refer you to them. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to be back and I'm going to keep this thing going because I think I mentioned this the other day. I think it's more important what I'm going to show you October 15th and the 16th and the 17th and the 18th and show you as things are starting to happen. And so I'm going to try to keep these going as best I can in between my work schedule, my 4 boys, and surfing. I mean, that's a big commitment. You know, a swell comes in, I can't promise I'm going to be here. I'm going to be on the waves. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. I'd love a thumbs up. I'd love a share, subscribe, and seriously, please share that food line video and encourage anybody you know to come to Hawaii. I would so appreciate that. That would just make, you know, it would just, we can do this. We're gonna get through this, man. Don't forget about Hawaii, right? This is a place to come relax and vacation. Don't forget about us. 20% unemployment on Maui, highest in the whole state. All right, thanks again. Aloha. Eric West out.